Everyone, welcome to Anu's classroom. Today's video we will be talking about information systems for managers, and we are starting our very first unit in this. It is from block 1 and it is intended to give you an overview on information technology. So by the end of this video, I hope that you will be able to understand what is information technology, what are the different types of IT systems, the business perspective of information technology, the business applications of the internet, and a little bit about computer-aided decision making. So let's get started. So our world is full of lots and lots of information, right? And it needs to be stored, it needs to be categorized, searched, and sorted. Be it your music playlist, be it your social media profile, or the notes that you take, whatever it is. The amount of data that we store is actually growing at a tremendous rate, so much that 90% of the digital data in the world today was created in the last 2 years alone. That is during this COVID period. And that makes sense also because once there was lockdown, everybody was confined to their homes and we all started relying so much on IT, phones and the internet and places like YouTube and Coursera, Skillshare, Udemy, and a lot of platforms like that, that the amount of data, if you compare with the pre-COVID era and during the COVID era and now even the post-COVID era, during the COVID era is where the maximum people started using internet. And that is the reason why Netflix or Amazon Prime, Hotstar and all have now become a household name that even my grandmom knows about Netflix, and she's 92. Can you believe it? So what is information? Information is that finished product for which data is the raw material. Usually when you Google and look at what is the definition of data or what is the meaning of data, you will find that it is information in the form of facts or figures. But if you look at it closely, data is just what you can say the raw things like the words you utter, the figures that you come across, the numbers here and there. What we make of it after processing it is what is information. So it is a little bit different. It is not, data is not as, you can say exactly equal to information. Data becomes information when we are able to get get insights from it, or we are able to make use of it or gather insights from it. That is where data becomes information. You simply put a bunch of words written into a book and you close it and keep in your cupboard, it doesn't become information. That is just data. The moment you open the book and start reading it and trying to understand it, memorize it, and trying to reproduce it for your term and examinations, that is when the data in the book becomes information to you. So how do we manage this growing data? We depend upon information systems to help us create, control, store, or find and access information. So what is information system then? An information system is a set of computer-based tools for collecting, storing, and processing data in our world. Businesses and other organizations rely on information systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace. Governments use this information system to provide services which are cost-effective to citizens and to manage the economy and to gather taxes. We all know about clear tax. Then there is the new thing that is tax to win and a lot of other sites online which will help filing taxes very easy for us. It even gives us information about different kinds of investments and policies that we can invest our money in order to save taxes even or get more returns from our money and things like that. So a quick reminder, in case you have not, I hope that you have, in case you have not subscribed and you like my content, then consider subscribing, because then it will help me reach more audience like you and help more students who are pursuing IGNOU MBA just like you. So what makes up an information system? Let us come back to our topic, right? So an information system is, you can broadly divide it into 3 parts. Okay, we have a database which helps in storing the data. Then we have many different programming languages like Python, Java, HTML. Then we have Hive, PostgreSQL, SQL, and a lot of other things, programming language, let us say, which helps us in using the data which is stored in this database. And then we have the user interface, which is the output devices like our phones, our computers, our smart TVs, smart watches, and whatnot, which helps us see the data or gather information from it and use it. There are many different types of information systems as well. Like we have the transaction processing system or TPS, which is used for record keeping. So this transaction processing systems are generally what is getting used in banking and all. Like when you do a transaction, you can find, right, you have done this so and so transaction, maybe it is a credit transaction, maybe it is a debit transaction, you can see your bank statement online, right? So what happens over there is they are making use of the transaction processing system to get you that information. We have decision support systems which assist managers or people who are responsible for taking decisions in problem specific decision making. We have executive information systems or EIS, which is used by senior managers of an organization for trend analysis, exception reporting, and the like. We have management information system, which is used to provide routine information to managers and decision makers. We have workflow systems, which directs, coordinates, and monitors execution of business processes. We have enterprise resource planning or ERP systems to manage entire business operations of an organization. Like in that you will find your timesheets, your human resource planning things, your assignments, training and development stuff, your payrolls, everything, your leave applications, all those kind of things will come up in an ERP system. Then we have expert systems which can make suggestions to us like an expert. So they are like topic wise expert systems which act like an expert in the area, using all the data that it can amass from all over the globe. But the thing that you have to understand over here is that your information system will be only as good as the data you feed into it or the data it can access and its processing capacity. So what is the business perspective of these information systems? We have it used in finance and accounting for forensic forecasting revenues or determining the best sources and uses of funds, managing cash and other financial resources, analyzing investments, and even perform audits. If you have come across my my accounting for managers series, you might have understood, or definitely since you're in second semester, you might have already studied MMPC 4, that is accounting for managers. You might have come across the last unit, which is forensic accounting. There we had talked about a lot of other information systems which are being used for forensic accounting, right? We talked about a lot many softwares over there. So that is also a use of information system in business. For sales and marketing, it can help us develop new services, determine the best location for production or distribution, set product prices to get highest total revenues, and the like. Manufacturing, processing customer orders, controlling inventory levels, developing production schedules, monitoring product quality. For human resource management, data analysis, project management, like setting the schedules, milestones, facilitating communication among group members, monitoring the project progress, documentation, report preparation, all these things can be done with the help of information system. Not can be done, actually these are done with the help of IT systems. Now, what about the internet? The internet also, businesses use it in multi number of ways today. Earlier, internet was just maybe to get information or maybe send a email communication and things like that. But nowadays, it is not like that. Almost every other business that you come across has its online presence. In fact, some businesses only have online presence. They do not have a physical store or a warehouse or a godown. Their entire operation happens digitally, maybe through Instagram, maybe through Etsy, maybe through eBay, India Mart, Amazon, places like that. So e-commerce, social media, customer relationship management, supplier management, employee productivity enhancement, video conferencing, market research, cloud hosting, advertisement, all these things happen with the help of the internet. So what exactly is this computer aided decision making? You might have heard this term, CAD. Usually CAD, earlier days, CAD was a software which was used by a very limited number of people. But nowadays, more and more people, more and more lower level managers are using CADs or computer aided decision making systems to help them make decisions. A decision support system. CAD is a decision support system. It assists all aspects of problem specific decision making. Decision support system, okay, or DSS, is also called as CADS or computer aided decision system, and it is used when the problem is complex and the information that is needed to make the best decision is difficult to obtain as well as use. These systems are designed with the help of decision makers only. It only aids in decision making process. That is something that we have to keep in mind always. CAD or DSS is not an alternative to managers or alternative to decision makers. They are tools that can help you in that decision making process. The final decision has to be taken by you yourself, that is the manager yourself. So I hope you are familiar with the IT perspective of businesses and a quick overview of it. You are comfortable with the whole concept of IT or information systems for managers. We have much more things to be discussed in the upcoming videos in this course, and I hope to see you all over there also. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention, for staying with me till the end of this video. Until I see you in the next video. Bye bye.